Oi, oi, oi. Today is the day. New episode. New episode. Ooh. Okay. I see it, brother. Today, on the truth from my side. Today we're gonna be listening more than me talking. We're gonna be listening. We more gonna be listening because Chubb got 2 more screws taken out. I gotta let these ice packs sit. But ever since I made the choice to tell my own story, still a whole lot of propaganda floating. This is why today is going to be partially dedicated to my grandmother, Dorothy B. Hughie, a.k.a. Dorothy Brown Hughie. And the reason why I mention her is because for a long time, I was lied to. I was lied to so much about what people wanted me to believe about my own grandmother. And if this sweet old lady right here, if she can supposedly do what the people claim she was doing, could do to her, that's bad, that's mean, that's so wrong. If she actually did what Lula Mae, a.k.a. Ann, was saying she did to her. Because the stories are crazy. The stories I hear about this woman are crazy. And I've been hearing them since I've been a little boy. Right? So since I'm hearing these stories, I had to make sure I confirm some of this stuff. Not just about her, but about me. Because without the person who was literally making up all these rumors, there would be no me, right? The same way there would be no my son if there were no me. So, truth about me is what I'm going to start really telling. Because my child literally expressed he don't want to hear this. Because he got the same cheerleaders around him. He don't want to hear what his daddy got to say. Well, you ain't got to. You could do just like I've been doing to all y'all. You can block me. You can delete me. You can actually, not make sure I see your posts or whatever. Because I'm not here to debate with y'all. I ain't here to sit here and try to tell you your side and you tell me my side and all this. No. It's been more than enough of that happening. More than enough. So, I'll let you hear yourself. And we gonna start right from the beginning. Because this is what these people don't want you to hear. See? That's what they don't want you to hear. It's like, what you mean? Wait. Huh? When I run out the room? Yeah, so when I woke up from my coma, when I woke up from my coma, you said, I can't do this right now. I think this really him. And I was like, what is she talking about? And you walked out. And then Lula jumps up, and she was like, Chubby, calm down. And I was like, what's going on? Why my name on the TV? Why my name on the TV? Why I can't move my leg? Why I can't move my arm? What's wrong? What happened? Everybody, Chubby, calm down. I'm trying to get up. Get off me. Get off me. Let me up. Why am I in the hospital? Chubby, calm down. Your back's still broken. And all I could do was cry.
Oh, my God.
Now, in that moment, you weren't there. You said, how, like, I can't do this right now. This is really him. And in that moment, I couldn't figure out what you were talking about until I fully woke up. And I was like, damn, she couldn't see me come back like this. Now, I understand you were there throughout the accident here and there. I don't know fully what was going on in that time.
Not here and there the whole time. What you mean?
Like I said, I don't know. I can't tell you what you did or you didn't do when I was in my coma. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know.
Okay.
But I do know in that moment where I woke up, that's what was said. That's what I woke up to. So then for everything else to transpire after the fact is what was like, wow, like this where we at? I thought we was better than this. And then for you to fight me when I saw the text message after you made the comment, because in reality, I didn't give no fucks about what else you had in your phone until you made that comment. Don't go digging. And I'm like, why would you say that? Like, I feel like you're telling on yourself.
Conversation.
So I went digging. And then for me to see the messages from Fred and Jarrell, and I'm like, wow, these are people I know. Wow. And then when I asked you about it,
People we both knew. What you mean?
You're right. These are people we both knew. But I didn't know you was on the same level like that with them. That's what threw me through a loop. So for me, as now being fresh out of a motorcycle accident and trying to figure out what's going on, it's like, wow, this where we at now. And then for you to put your hands on me while I was hurt, I was really like, damn, that's where we at now. So my conclusion to you was, you dead to me. You ain't nothing but the mother to my child. Because you treated me like I was dead to you. For you to put your hands on me while I was hurt. Because you could have paralyzed me. Like, you punched me in my back, you mugged me in my head, and slapped your phone out my hand. And then blame it on me. And I'm like, damn, that's where we at. And I told you this when I was leaving. I'm going to get better. Like, you're doing me wrong right now, and I'm going to get better.
Yes,
Whatever, Chubby. Get out my house. Damn. So I can't see my son? Get out my house, Chubby. Damn. That's what I remember. And then that's when you ended up hooking up with AJ. And I'm like, damn, you know this nigga too? I know that nigga too.
Yeah, but I been knew him since I was like 13, 14.
Right.
And I knew all the other people way before you also.
Right. But it's just the way how you had handled things.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, aside from us knowing these people from our past, because I know AJ since I've been 9 years old too. You feel me? I know him, all his sisters, they used to stay in Pinewood when I used to live on Woodside. You feel me? They used to stay in the trailers.
There it is.
I know him, his sister, all of them. I grew up with all of them. We all went to Ladson together. We went to Bernie together. But that wasn't the shit that hurt me. It was the way things were handled. You feel me?
Right.
So as far as forgiveness, you got forgiveness. But like I said, I never forgot. And I still can't forget. Because in reality, that had to build me up to who I am today. Because of the things that transpired with you and Lula, it made me so much stronger as a person. And I had to fight for that. And ain't nobody could take that from me.
What you mean transpired between me and Lula?
Just the way how things were handled from you, and then the transition to Lula doing what she did. Because I never thought that my mother would steal from me and then lie to me while evicting me and separating me from my child so that way she can do her selfish deeds while still throwing our son under the bus. Because in reality, that's who kept D'Angelo from you, not me. It was her. So for the whole conversation of...
She used to always bring him to me. And I
Right.
used to always
She was manipulating the situation from the start. She would bring him to you without me because she was keeping me out the picture. She wanted to make it look like she was doing all the work.
Right, because she said you didn't want me to see him at all.
Right. When the day I'm telling her I want him to see his mama, it's the way you handling it, Lula.
Right.
My exact words were her word. I don't care if he see his mama. I want him to see his mama more. I want you, Ann. I want you, Lula Mae. Stop doing what you're doing with my son without letting me know that's my child, not yours.
Right.
So what you saying, Chubby? What you saying? You don't want to see his mama? That is not what I'm saying. Stop trying to put words in my mouth. I'm asking you to stop doing things with my child. Stop it. I don't care if he see his mama. I want you to stop doing what you're doing. I've been talking to you for the last 2 years. Stop doing things with my son without letting me know. Stop dropping him off to people's house and I don't know where he at. This is Lula doing, okay? Not mine. That's why I'm so pissed off. Because this is my own fucking mother.
I didn't understand why you were so angry with her.
This is why. Because I've been trying to talk to all y'all, but y'all would rather believe her because she my fucking mama.
It's not that complicated, because I know that she can manipulate and lie about some things now. I know this for a fact.
So this is why I'm telling you.
A couple of things about a bunch of stuff.
Right. And I promise you, majority of that shit ain't true. I promise you. Because I can show you evidence of the things that I'm proving and the things that I speak on. I'm the type of person to do research. I'm the type of person to cover my ass. I'm the type of person that want to know the truth. I go to the source. So if I got a problem, I'm going to talk to you. If I got a problem with her, I'm going to talk to her. I ain't got no problem communicating with nobody that I got a problem with. Because if we got a problem, let's find out if we can make a solution. Because I ain't trying to be looking over my shoulder with nobody.
Right.
So I'm telling you here now, it was never me keeping our son from you. It was always Lula. It's the same person who lying to our child right now. The same person who just literally told me that if my son ain't using a Nintendo Switch to take it back to her house, how fucking petty can you be? When I know it's Lula who's telling him these things. I couldn't even have a decent conversation with her yesterday without her talking in circles around her own lies. And when I confront her, and I asked her, she was, people talking. Her exact words to me after I said, no, it ain't people talking. I was upset that I found out that my mother was stealing from me, evicted me, and separated me from my child. And her response, oh, well, I put that stuff behind me. How the fuck?
Wow. I thought Leon was the one that...
Leon set up the paperwork, but she's the one who conducted everything. From the point to where she was taking D'Angelo, from the point to where she lied to you and hid the fucking tags on my truck and was hiding my keys so I couldn't go nowhere, from the point to where she lied to Leon to hold me and withstand me in my own room so she could take my son and lie to you. So the day after Thanksgiving, when all this played out, is very fresh in my mind. Because I never forget the day when my son was forcefully pulled from me and taken elsewhere without my consent because she wanted to do what she wanted to do. And then had the audacity to come scream at me about what she does for me while still simultaneously hiding my fucking keys. So that's the truth. That's the bare truth. And that's all I speak on. That's all I stand on. And once again, I have no reason to talk about you. I ain't got no reason to talk about Lula. Like, it hurts my feelings that I can't take my son to Miami to look at a mural that my people's made. And he bring up, well, my mama been born in Florida too. I'm trying to talk to you about us. What your mama got to do with this conversation, son?
Right.
Well, I'm just saying she born here too. What? Well, I was born in Miami. We in Miami. Your mama born in Kissimmee. What you talking about?
Right.
And then you get quiet. But in reality, it's underlying anger. Like, you mad at me. And I hate to say it, when it comes to the real underlying truth about D'Angelo's situation, that whole situation with the lynching, and you bringing Anaya and D'Angelo to me, I don't bring that to him. I don't tell him the ugly truth. I just tell him, your mom ain't there right now. Right now, you with me.
I told them. I let them know.
So, I ain't got no reason to lie to him. If I tell him the truth, I tell him the whole truth. I've been fighting for you while I was fresh out my motorcycle accident.
Right.
I had no reason to deal with nobody else because all I could focus on is my pain and my son. Because not everybody can deal with 2 broken legs, a broken arm, and a broken back and walk away from it. I watch people kill themselves behind things like this. And look at what I become. So I'm trying my hardest to show my son that he don't have to go down the wrong road. That's why it bothered me so much to see him throw up gang signs. And for him to make that comment of, oh, well, they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, you don't realize how much he's flipping the switch.
He says a bunch of negative stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
I see him from saying that. He does that a lot. And I don't know where he
get it from Lula.
But that is crazy. I was like, listen, we don't do that negativity stuff over here.
He get that from Lula.
That's crazy to come out somebody's mouth like that. How you wish death on somebody, like, that's just crazy. I hate that as a pal. That's a passion I hate.
Now, I'm telling you, that's Lula. That's all Lula. That's all Lula. And it's such Lula that for me to look over his paperwork and see how he handling himself, and for her to sit back and just throw him under the bus, because I'm telling her, you need to do this for him. You need to do that for him. Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I discipline him. Yeah, I tell him not to. No, you don't, because all you do is call me. Whenever he start cutting up on you to where you can't handle him, you call me. And then you go try to record me disciplining my son so he can stay in your house? But what kind of slime ball you really are?
That sounds familiar.
That's crazy. Because we didn't even know that she had called you that day neither.
Of course not. She only gonna tell y'all what she want to tell you. And it's sad that I have to go out my fucking way to record our fucking conversations, to hear her tell the truth on herself. You could tell me my son's still on probation until July 4th. Like, seriously? When he off since March? What's your purpose? What's your real purpose? I have to call the probation officers and get the truth from them and then bring it back to her. And she still carried a lie. I ain't getting no letter. I ain't getting no letter. Now, you know them people done told you. And not only that, the real reason why I know you lying, because your own fucking sister here, you tell my son, don't tell your daddy you off probation. Tell him you still on. So why are you encouraging my son to lie to me?
Really? Why?
Why? Because you want to keep...
Crazy.
Because you want to keep a check in your household. That's it. That's your only purpose. And whenever I bring that up, you can't never give me a straight answer.
Yep.
And then when I confront you yesterday
all you can say is, I put that behind me? What kind of person are you really? This is why I'm continuously saying, keep D'Angelo out the middle. Because Lula don't know when to stop. I had to live with that firsthand, dealing with her telling me lies about my own father. And for me to find out the truth at 27, that was a bigger slap in the face. That the real reason my father ain't been in my life is because Lula been keeping him away. Because Lula getting him jumped. Because Lula calling the police on him. And for my father to say, well, I ain't want to tell you the truth because I don't want you to feel no type of way about your mama or something I say. Okay, I can understand that in the beginning when you still young. But after 18, once you become an adult, 18 to 21, that's free game because you're an adult now. And I feel like those are life lessons that can help you decipher how to deal with new people in your world. So that's why I say, once he turned 18, you tell him whatever.
Right. Tell him whatever.
Because then he can decide for himself how he needs to handle things accordingly. And he can make his own decisions a lot better. But when you are a child, you are a lot more impressionable. I used to hate my grandmama because of my mother.
Right there.
Oh, Dot?
Yeah. I used to hate Dot because of the lies Lula used to tell us.
Right there.
Oh, Dot, the reason why you've been born in Miami, Chubby, because Dot gave me up for adoption, and she came back to get me for child support. What? That's an evil person, Mama. I hate her. And you tell me this as a child. And then you continue to tell other stories to your other children.
So was that one about her tying her to the bed and beating her? Was true?
No. And her sisters can confirm that.
You serious?
Hold on. Repeat that again. You said getting tied to the bed and beating her?
Left her there and come back and beat her.
No, bro. No, bro. For me to get the confirmation from her big sister and her little sister of the truth, I'm telling you.
She said that all of them watched her.
No, bro.
They did not help her.
Let me tell you the real truth. The real truth is Lula Mae used to be a runaway just like Donetta.
Right there. Right there. If you can lie like that about your mama, imagine what you say about your kids when it's convenient. Because once again, my child's mother know how to shift the narrative when it's convenient. So, this is why I had to make sure I keep up with all of this. This is why I am not in jail behind the lies, the propaganda that these people are still trying to push. Because that's a recording from January 4th, 2022. Okay? 2022. If you can lie like that on your mama, you can lie on your kids. You can lie on whatever it is that feel convenient. So, once again, Dorothy Brown Hughie, I tell you, I'm sorry. Once again, for believing the lies that my mother was telling me. And I am so grateful that I got to talk to my granny before she passed and tell her what really was happening. And for her to tell me, it's okay, Chavi. It's okay. I know your mama lying on me. Just forgive her. Just forgive her. And it's like, bro, like, how can you? You know what? I'm going to try my best to forgive her. But it was like every time I tried to forgive her, it was something new. It was something new. It was something else. It was a new lie. It was a new story. But I will say, again, thank you, baby mama, for telling the truth when you did. Also, thank you for giving me them screenshots to show me the proof that I've been trying to get for a whole decade to prove that my mother was doing what she was doing, that Lula Mae was doing what she was doing. Because if she wasn't doing what she was doing, she wouldn't have passed you my birth certificate. She wouldn't have passed you my social security number. And then in the message literally says, I had somebody call DSS on him, but it wasn't me. It was somebody else. It was her. It was her. I got the screenshot still. I keep up with all of this because people like to lie when it's convenient. I just made a choice to tell my own story because I'm still here to do it. I made a choice to tell my own story. I'm not here to debate what happened to me because it happened to me. I ain't here to lie on these people. In reality, I really was trying to be vague with all of this in the beginning, but once again, some people are so overzealous about how they feel that guilty conscience start eating at them, and now you got to make a propaganda saying that I'm lying, I'm story, I'm doing this, I'm the bad guy, right? Believe what you want. I present the facts. I present the truth. And once again, they're going to repurpose this, try to make some new propaganda out of it. I don't care. I am not rushing to debate anything with any of these people. I'm just here to tell my story because I have the ability to tell my own story. That's it. And whenever my son decides that he won't actually listen to what really happened, it's here. Because I wish I had the truth when I've been looking for it. And once again, I will say this last thing about all this propaganda. The fact that my child's mother and her sister are literally posting all of these reels about how she been in his life, you more proving the point that Lula Mae been manipulating the court order. Because it literally deems, not because of me, the judge deemed because of her behavior. Because that's all I've been trying to address since the beginning of this. These people's behavior. If the judge deemed you unfit, it was a reason. But the same way you lied claiming the judge was going to lock y'all up because you had to give him back this abusive father. No, the judge said he was going to lock y'all up if you didn't give me my son because it was proof that Lula Mae was lying in the court of law. I'm still trying to get those transcripts, but family court of Berkeley County keep running me in circles. But once again, the judge said, if y'all don't give him back his son, I'm taking both of y'all to jail. Not because I'm being mean, because she was lying from the start. But don't worry about it. Next time I get on here, I'm going to make sure I give y'all that recording from where I tried to communicate with her about me being a daddy back in 2018. Because as I said before, for me to have to do that much protection to where I got a suitcase full of information says a whole lot. It says a whole lot. But I digress. I made a choice to tell my own story while I'm here to tell it, instead of having a bunch of people try to tell it for me. And these same people who most likely going to stand at my grave and cry and laugh or do whatever. I just want the truth to be known. So I'm telling it. And as I said before, back on my journey to healing. Believe what you want to believe. I stand on facts. See y'all next time. Truth for my son.